The first and second waves of free agency are in the rearview, things are settling down a bit. And when you look at the landscape, it's pretty clear the Chargers are in prime position to snag a wide receiver. Interestingly, still a big name is available in the free agency, and the Chargers have the opportunity to grab the PFF-ranked best wide receiver. Let me give you more details, plus I have the good news related to Jim Harbaugh health. Let's deep dive. What's up, Chargers fans? Welcome to the NFL Playbook Chargers. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. This channel is all about breaking down everything you need to know about the Bolts. All right, let's talk about some big news coming out of Los Angeles with the Chargers head coach Jim Harbaugh. I just saw this update, and it's got me thinking about what's ahead for this team. Harbaugh's been dealing with some health stuff this offseason. Nothing small either. He went through two procedures, one for his hip, which had him limping around during the season, and another for his heart, an irregular heartbeat thing he's had fixed before with something called a cardiac ablation. Now, in a video the Chargers put out, he's talking to wide receiver Mike Williams, and the guy sounds pumped. He's like, got my hip fixed, got my heart fixed, all patched up. I'm a new man, with new energy, attacking a new day. And you can tell he's feeling good about it. Now, why does this matter for the NFL? Harbaugh's 61, right? That's not young for a coach, but he's not slowing down. He's already back at it, meeting with free agents, getting ready for the draft, and heading into his second year with the Chargers. This team made the playoffs last season, his first year running the show. And now they're making moves in free agency to build that roster even more. A healthy Harbaugh? That's huge for them. He's got that fire, that energy, and if he's feeling like a new man, you better believe he's going to push this squad hard. The Chargers could be a real contender again next season, and it starts with stuff like this, keeping the head guy in top shape. Exciting times for Charger fans, no doubt. All right, back to the original topic. There's a move out there for the Chargers that seems a lot more likely to happen. The Chargers are still in search of a wide receiver one, although they have re-signed Mike Williams, clearly the depth is missing. The Chargers still have plenty of cap space left in their pocket so they can target one more wide receiver in free agency. PFF just released a list of top free agents still unsigned, and on top of that list among wide receivers, a big name popped up, Amari Cooper. I think this is really good because the Chargers were never going to sacrifice the draft capital and cap space needed to get DK Metcalf. Perfect. Like, see, DK Metcalf. This is what, man, the Chargers are just doing really well in this stuff. It's not just the players you get, but it's the players you don't get. So staying away from him, Devontae Adams wanted more money, like what the Rams had to offer. Fine, but Amari Cooper's still out there now. Why this move is becoming way more likely to happen is because Amari Cooper is settling into the fact that's like, okay, I'm not going to get the money that I thought. The market's settled down a little bit. So he now has a decision to make depending on the teams that want him. I need to find a quarterback, right? If I'm a wide receiver, why would you sign anywhere that doesn't have one of the good quarterbacks? A top 10 quarterback. That is what the Chargers have to offer. So Cooper would be good. He did not produce when he went to the Buffalo Bills. However, before that, the guy was out of control with the Browns, with the Cowboys. Cooper was traded to the Buffalo Bills last season after starting the year with the Cleveland Browns. He would be the perfect veteran presence to bring up the young Chargers wide receiver core 100%. Because we've looked at it, we'll continue to look at it. This is the strategy right here. It's the draft. Having all these draft picks, one of, I think, 2 or 3 teams that has at least 10 draft picks. So you're in a small group of teams that have this many. So you're going to get a wide receiver here. You're going to add depth, young, inexpensive. But to round out the wide receiver room, Amari Cooper kind of makes sense. All right, let's keep digging into this Chargers plan because it's coming together really nice. The strategy? It's all about the draft right now. They're sitting pretty with a boatload of picks. One of just 2 or 3 teams with at least 10 selections. That's a rare spot to be in. Not many teams have that kind of ammo heading into April. So what's the move? You're grabbing a wide receiver in the draft for sure. You bring in some young talent, add depth, keep it cheap. That's the name of the game. But then you look at the wide receiver room, and a guy like Amari Cooper starts making a whole lot of sense to finish it off. He's the veteran piece that ties it together. You've got youth coming in, and Cooper's the guy who can steady the ship. Now, the latest mock draft just hit, and at pick 22, they've got the Chargers landing Mike Green. That's a name to get pumped about. If Mike Green slides to 22, that's a steal. This kid's one of the big dogs in this draft class. You've got your quarterbacks at the top, a couple of those blue chip studs in the first 5 picks, and then bam, Mike Green's right there in that next tier. He's a headliner, no question. Then you've got some other moves shaking out. Joey Bosa's linking up with the Bills. Khalil Mack, he's still a wild card. Figuring out where he lands is tricky with some off-field stuff floating around. But let's be real, his game isn't the issue. The guy's got a 94 PFF grade over the last 2 seasons. Tops among edge rushers who qualify. That's elite production right there. So picture this. Mike Green falls to 22. That's where it gets fun. You snag him, you've got another edge rusher to build around. Or maybe you miss on an edge there, but grab a guy like Cameron Moore at 55. Either way, this team flips into something serious fast. Not saying they're starting from scratch, they're not turning it around. Nah, this is about going from solid to a legit contender quicker than people realize. Look at last year. Lad McConkey came in and made noise as a receiver. Now imagine adding another receiver. A running back, weapons at tight end, some beef on the interior offensive line, depth at linebacker. You see where I'm going? It's like boom, pieces falling into place. This roster can heat up in a hurry, and that's what's got me fired up about where the Chargers are headed. So, guys, what do you think about the potential target? Share your thoughts in the comment section.